I wanted to talk about weight loss today because it's an epidemic here in the country. It's leading to diabetes, it's leading to heart disease, it's leading to cancer, and there's some sound fundamental things that we can do using my 4 pillars.
All right, let's talk about it.
All right, let's start with, there's 3 probably key areas that people suffer from. I hate to say suffer from when it comes to weight loss, but Americans are addicted to carbs.
Yep.
More specifically within carbs. Not all carbs are bad. It's where your carbs are coming from. And for me, anything that's processed, or in my first book on heart disease, I called it foods that were manipulated.
Manipulated.
You got it? Yeah, all right. So it was a hyphenated manipulated foods. And those are most of the starchy foods that we consume. Pasta and bread and bagels and white rice and things like that. Those are why we're really gaining an awful lot of weight in the United States. And so for people who are in the middle of struggling on how to get those out of your everyday diet, there's actually a supplement. It's kind of cool. It comes to us from white kidney bean it's a white kidney bean extract. The ingredient's actually called Phase 2. So if you go to your local health food store, this is actually just a product that has it in. So no endorsement by any means, but the ingredient's called Phase 2. And again, it's a white kidney bean extract. What that does is if you take the Phase 2 right before a meal that contains these starchy foods, it helps block your body's ability to break those starches down into sugar. Why is that important? Well, your body's not going to absorb the starch the way it is. It has to break it down into sugar.
That's right.
When it breaks it down into sugar, your body then absorbs it from your intestinal tract into your bloodstream. From there, it's either going to be burned up as energy or it's going to be stored as fat. And for most of us, regretfully, it gets stored as fat. So taking a couple of servings, a couple of capsules of Phase 2 with a starchy meal will reduce the effect of that starch by at least 50%. So, you know, if you're going to not listen to my advice and stay away from those foods, then you need to be using something like the Phase 2 white kidney bean extract. Cravings, who doesn't have those, right?
Everybody has.
Yeah, and we can get around it with diet, but I brought a couple examples. These are green tea bags. This is actually my personal stash. I travel with this. There's nutritional components involved in green tea that will literally curb your appetite. So, a matter of fact, while I was in my hotel today here in Atlanta, I was watching a nutritional program on one of the major networks, and there was a dietitian saying that, and I didn't know this until today, that if you consume green tea before a meal, it actually not only curbs your cravings, but it will actually kill your desire for certain foods as well.
Wow.
So it's not a curb your craving kind of thing, but literally just because of the way it works with your taste buds, it makes you. So I recommend 3 to 5 cups of brewed green tea a day. If you're not digging the whole idea, a lot of people don't like green tea. They think it's gross, so they don't want to take time to make it. You can buy it already made up in little bottles. Just watch out for the sugar content. Or they even make green tea in capsule form. So you could, same thing, 3 to 5 servings of green ea this way as well. And then the third area that people struggle with when it comes to weight loss is energy. We're just, well, first of all, who in our country doesn't struggle with energy anyway? But
huge.
When you're trying to lose weight, usually, you're lacking, you're cutting back on calorie intake, you're getting more exercise, so sometimes people lack a little energy. And I actually learned about this. It's L-carnitine. There's a pure version of it called Carnipure. I think that's actually in this bottle, but carnitine's an amino acid. It's naturally occurring. It comes from meat, but you couldn't eat enough meat to really get the amount of carnitine you want. So you take a supplement, and just 500 milligrams twice a day will boost your energy level. And the way it does it, it's kind of cool. Not only does it raise your energy level, but for anybody concerned with weight loss, it actually takes the fats from your body and transports them. This is actually how it works. It transports the fats into your cell. Like without without carnitine, your body's not doing that. So it's taking the fats into your cell straight to the energy factory. If anybody wants to have a flashback to biology, it's called the mitochondria. To be burned for energy. So my analogy is, remember the old movies with the steam engine? And they'd be stoking the fire to get the engine going faster.
That's what it looks like.
That's what's going on here. If you have enough carnitine in your body will use the fat, take it to the fire and burn it on up. So it also helps with weight loss. So not only is it going to give you more energy, but it also helps with the fat burning component.
Wow, that's amazing. How did you come to the point where this became your focus, weight loss? How did you get there?
Well,
why is it so important?
Well, it's so important because it's linked to the top 4 diseases that are killing us right now.
Gotcha.
End of story. You know, I mean, it doesn't get any more. I mean, if you're overweight, I can guarantee you probably have high blood pressure. And if you don't have that, you probably have high cholesterol.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, you probably have type 1 or type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
And so, and those 3 alone are, you know, putting you way behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.